Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Throwing Shade with Shannon. I thought tonight I would demonstrate um, the really kind of easy braid that I like to do using the nail strips. Um, Mostly because I thought it would be kind of fun. I am doing my Mardi Gras themed nails since Tuesday is Fat Tuesday, and it would just be something fun and different. As you can see, I put on my pinky nails. Um, but that's Space Case. It's a really kind of pretty, kind of tealy green color that I thought would work really well with the other two shades that I'm using, which is this color, which is it's called Mardi Gras. It's a retired glitter. And then this one, which is this really pretty purple, it's called 1 in 4, and it's the new domestic violence awareness shade that came out for the month of February, and it is absolutely gorgeous. And I just thought they'd work really well together, be kind of fun for Mardi Gras. So to do the braid, I kind of like to start by kind of cutting the strips before I start. And today I actually thought I would be more precise, and I measured them out. And so anytime you want, you can write on the back of the strip. So here's the front of the strip and here's the back of the strip. And so you can see I marked my lines. And then before you cut, you just want to make sure you take off that clear plastic. So I'm just going to go ahead and trim these really quick. Pretty easy to do here, as you can see. Definitely not anything scientific in what I'm doing. I did want to mention last video, I kept saying opaque, and I didn't mean opaque. I meant sheer. And every once in a while, my brain is like, that's not the word you're looking for. And I keep using it anyway. And I kind of just have that voice in my head going, I do not think that means what you think that means. And that would be one of those cases. So anyways, I do apologize for continually using the wrong verbiage there, but I am correcting it today. Anyways, so to get started with the braid, and I'm going to do it on my ring finger, I always like to start with by putting, not by putting it on the ground, just by putting a small kind of the round piece at the bottom of my nail here. And it's okay if it's a little bit crooked because you're going to actually weave it. But it is just kind of, it does make a nice starting place if you do it that way. I'm just going to clean it up a little bit here. Get it down really well before I start, because you're going to end up building your entire braid off of that kind of first piece. So once it's down, I pick my first color, and in this case I'm going to use the 1 in 4 and separate that off. And of course it's not going to separate super easy for me tonight. Oh, there we go. So here we go. There is that really pretty purple. And you just take and lay it against your nail and kind of weave it over just like that. So it's really easy, and I actually made these cuts a little bit thicker because the glitter in Mardi Gras is a little bit thicker. So this is a little bit thicker. You can do them any thickness that you want. I typically do my braids a bit thinner than this, but because I wanted to make sure that I got the thickness of the glitter in Mardi Gras, I left it a little bit thicker. So, and then you would do the same thing over here. You kind of come, lay it down and over, and you get that kind of crisscross look. And you just continue to do that. Oops. All the way across your fingernail. So you can see I've got the Mardi Gras, the 1 in 4, and then the Space Case. So my next color would be Mardi Gras. And go ahead and separate this piece off. Oops. There we go. And then you line it up. So when you're doing your next strip, you line it up kind of at the end of that first strip. So hopefully you're able to see what it is that I'm doing here. But you would line it up just kind of where the end of the 4-in-1 goes, and you follow that line up and across, and you get that. And my fingers are very cold tonight, and so the strips are actually having a little bit of trouble sticking. If you do find that you're doing this and you seem like your strips are having trouble sticking, you can try warming up your hands or the strips. Sitting on them works really well. You know, anything that will just kind of get that temperature up. If you do decide to like run your hands underwater, make sure they're really, really dry before you try putting the strips on, because you don't really want any moisture between them, because that can cause problems also. So here we go. And I'm having issues trying to make sure that you can kind of see what it is that I'm doing while I'm doing this. So you line it up kind of there on the edge and just kind of follow it over, and you can kind of start to see that really fun braid effect that you get when you're layering this. And because these are so thick, I won't actually have that many layers. I only really need one more, just kind of here on the side, and then that will be it. So you won't have to watch me do this for too long tonight, which I'm sure you all probably don't hate, because it looks really cool, and as you can see, it's really easy to do, and it's not super time consuming, which is kind of like a win-win all the way around. So there on the end, and then when you get to the end, you would treat it just like you would all the others, where you fold it over and you let it sit for a second, and then you file it down. But you can kind of see there is that really fun braid. So you get that really neat combination of colors across your nail. And it wasn't that hard, because you just watched me do it. And I love the way the braid looks. I did one for the inauguration with red, white, and blue. I did one for, I think, Christmas. I don't know. It happens to be one of my favorite kind of ways to customize my manicures, because any color combination you want, but it is completely unique and it looks really awesome. Anyways, tell me what you think in the comments. And if you like what you saw, subscribe. Thanks.